Welcome back, everyone. The brother by another mother. Do we get to explain what that means? No, we don't explain it.
I mean, that's up to you. It's your show.
Oh, okay. Actually, it's your show now. The quick story. We're going back 35, 40 years. I forget what used to be
I would have been like 9
grind.
at the time. I would have gone with the 35 or 40.
But we went into what was the coffee shop at where Uncommon Grounds is now. It wasn't Uncommon Grounds. It's way before then. I walk in. There's this guy out there laying cement in front of a jewelry store with a pencil behind his ear and everything else, and it's at night, and I'm thinking to myself, man, is this guy dedicated? Look at him. He's just hands-on, and he's there and everything else. I stop, talk to him, fast forward, 40 years later, we're the best of friends. This is Sonny Bonacio, and today, so first welcome, brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Jess.
We're here because Sonny's latest project, the residence at Union Avenue, 46. Right? Is one of the most spectacular projects I've ever seen in Saratoga.
Oh, it's very nice.
And you know that. I follow you. We talk to each other all the time. When I drove by here and saw the copper flashings, and I started to see the turrets, and I started to see the woodwork, and you'll see a lot of these pictures in and out of the interview here. It just stuns me that you take that much time and that much effort to make certain that whatever you do in this city, it complements the city and the future of the city.
No, we try.
Man, you try. I swear to God. So tell me about this project. Anybody who's been in Saratoga for any number of years remembers the Pink Palace.
Pink Palace. It was a dorm for Skidmore College. Yeah. And it became off-site housing once Skidmore went up to, because it was originally part of the campus that was here on Union Avenue. Sure. And then it moved, I think in the late 60s, early 70s, up to where it is now, which is basically Greenfield. But this was a dormitory, held about 300 students. So it was pink. I mean, we all know it is the Pink Palace, but it had been empty for about 10 years. A company and my current partner on the project, Rick Higgins in North Star Development, had purchased it about 10 years ago and envisioned this as a condominium project, but they were very large units. Some of them were 3,000 and 4,000 square feet. And then the recession hit, so very intelligently they kind of pulled the plug and didn't do the project, which was really smart. And then we looked at this as potentially doing workforce housing and redeveloping the existing Pink dorm room, and that got met with a lot of resistance from the neighbors. And so we came back and put some Saratoga charm to it, and we have 26 units. We have 16 units that are under contract now, so we have 10 that are left. And it's a really nice old meets modern housing option for Saratoga Springs in just a fantastic location.
Well, the location couldn't be any better. Anybody that knows the Pink Palace knows that not only did it not age well, but when it had been abandoned all those years, especially through the recession, it was such an eyesore in this town. And just cycling back on something you were saying, at one point, Sonny and his partner were talking about taking that existing structure and turning that into condos. And that just wasn't good enough for you. Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden, they do this absolutely stunning building that looks like it could be from the Victorian era. And when I say that, I mean the architectural design. But I've been looking around here, and you'll see some of this detail also. You don't have to do these kinds of moldings. You don't have to do these offsets.
Which I tell my wife all the time, but I've never won one of those arguments. So
No, you know his wife, you're not going to win any of those
really
arguments.
Need to put that much in? Yes. Okay, honey.
But it really does. It just really shows. Now, I counted 19 units. So there are more buildings on this site than just the main building that you see from Union.
That is
right?
correct. That is correct.
Okay,
on North Alley, there's 2 duplexes. Behind this building, freestanding, then there's a single carriage house lot, and then there's a triplex on White. So there's a total of 6, off-site there's 7 units.
Now, I noticed that, again, the real stonework back there in the driveway. Mm-hmm. You could have blacktopped that in a freaking heartbeat, and you didn't do that. They're all set stones in the back. Is that for pedestrian traffic, or is that a way for access for the cars to get in?
The cars actually enter down into the lower level through that access point. So all of the parking that we did on this site, we worked very hard with the land use boards of Saratoga as always, but we figured out how to get parking 2 units for every unit, and it's all inside. So in the main building, there's a level below us that has all the parking for this building, and then there are garages for the townhouses, the duplexes, and the single family.
Well, you know what? And by the way, we're in the lobby, so if you hear doors or people talking in the background, that's because today is the open house, by the way.
Today's open house.
We had the ribbon cutting, pretty big deal.
We had the ribbon cutting, yeah. We normally don't do ribbon cuttings, but we just wanted to make sure everybody got a chance to get in here and see it before we sold out. So, plus it's our 30th year, so we're celebrating a birthday right now, 30 years. So it was a good day.
Well, there's more to come for the 30 years, publicly when we do like interviews and things, and then privately when you and I are just hitting the Johnny and just deciding that, you know what, I think we'll just have one more round. What do you say?
That'll be fun. That'll be fun.
It's great to see you, brother.
And you as well.
Thank you for inviting us over. And,
thank you for coming.
Really, I encourage you to take a look. Look it up. Saratoga Skyline, is that it? It's Julie Co.
Julie Co.
Right, okay, that's a realtor. And just find out more, not only about this project, but all these projects. I didn't think you could outdo 18 Division, but you did.
Thank you, sir.
Great to see you, man. Well, you thought we were finished, didn't you? We're not. You see, behind every, no, actually I can't say that. Behind every good man is a good woman, because in front of every good man, in this case, is you.
Jess.
So the brother by another mother, this is Julie Bonacio. Hello.
Hello, darling.
Hello, darling. How are you?
Wonderful.
You can probably tell we've known each other for a long time.
Just a tad.
Just
yes.
a tad.
Love you.
Hey,
yes.
I wanted people to see you. And I wanted to just also note the fact that this place has your personality everywhere. And when I was talking to Sonny, we were talking about the detail. You don't have to do crown moldings everywhere. You don't have to have these wonderful sconces on the walls. You don't have to have the tile work, the granite work. You know, what drives you? Why do you want it like that?
With all these lobbies and all these buildings, I always want everyone to feel so special when they walk through the doors, that it's their own living room or it's space that they're gonna, part of their home. So we travel a lot. I get different ideas. I like to change it up, but when we're doing a project and I kind of see the facade of it and see what the architect is drawing, it kind of just all comes together and you can kind of envision how to make it really special for all the people that are going to be living here.
Well, you know what? It comes down to the details. It does. Every single time I walk into one of the rooms, it's the height of the ceiling.
Yes.
It's just the way everything is just laid out there. And the model, by the way, is beautiful here.
Oh, very excited. That
Who
was
did the model?
Shelley Walker with finishing touches, but our amazing design team, Michael Bannon, Stephanie Murata, sure. Chris Buskey, Tony Bonacci, the whole team. And they all play an intricate part in it. And it just starts out with nothingness, cement, studs, and then you see how beautiful it can all finish with all the little details. And again, it is the attention to details. It can be a color that's inspiring that just then pops and you put it in an area and you just add from that, or it can be a countertop that just sets everything off. And then it all comes together in different ideas and you have different influences, and the finished product is just always so exciting. And we always kind of try to do something different and on trend, and the finished product has always just been amazing. So it's always exciting.
I said to Sonny, I couldn't believe you could outdo 18 Division. Then you did Park Place, and I couldn't believe you could outdo Park Place.
And I love them all. They're all absolutely fabulous.
I know, but they all have their own individual
absolutely
nature. Even the ones over at Lena.
Yes.
Every
very special. That was another one. Yeah.
Fits the neighborhood and just really sets a design aesthetic that pays tribute to the past, but also sets the pace for the future.
No, agreed, agreed. And the exterior with this, with all the copper details, so many people approached us and asked if we owned a copper mine.
You probably do by now.
I don't know. But yeah, they're all very unique in their own characteristic ways. And I'm always so happy for everybody that ends up buying in there and it becomes their homes. And they do. They all have their own characteristics and has a beautiful feel.
You just hit the word. It's a home.
Yes,
it is. And when you walk in here, just cycle back something we said just at the beginning of the interview. You said when you walk in, someone walks in, you want them to feel at home. And that's
instantly,
the key.
yes.
Hey, I got just one other thing. She won't bring it up, and I'm going to bring it up. Julie Company. You're celebrating, I don't know, it's got a year or 2 or 3 or something.
Going on year 3.
Okay,
yes.
So it's very, very young in its infancy. Is that all right? Is that
That's
the right way
fine.
to say
Yeah,
that?
I got you.
But you're already up for some like major award for this, right?
Again, everything takes such hard work, but it was such a natural migration to do that. And I've got a wonderful agents, and it's a wonderful environment, and it's been fun. But again, like everything else, a lot of hard work. But there's so many beautiful properties, and every day is so exciting in the real estate world. You never know what's going to bring. So
Boy, that's for
it's
sure.
been very positive.
Well, good. Well, like I said, I wanted you to meet Sonny's better half. How'd I do?
You did awesome. I love you.
All right, and you.